Welcome to Holistic Strategy, the channel where we explore the most effective life strategies and philosophical ideas that can transform our approach to relationships and personal growth. Before starting our story, remember to subscribe to the Holistic Strategy channel and our Instagram channel if you haven't already done so, and leave your precious like so you will help us to always create new content. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Ernesto who loved to boast of his intelligence and superiority. Every occasion was good to demonstrate his vast knowledge and wisdom, with an attitude always aimed at correcting and dominating anyone who stood before him. On the other side, there was Fioravante, an equally intelligent boy, but who, on the contrary, had chosen a different approach. Fioravante followed Arthur Schopenhauer's advice, applying it in his life to be loved and respected by everyone. One day, both were invited to a literary circle. As soon as he entered, Ernesto began to show off his erudition, quoting passages from the classics by heart and correcting anyone who expressed a different opinion. On the contrary, Fioravante listened carefully to the opinions of others, intervening only with humility and respect. When someone made a mistake, Fioravante did not rush to correct them. On the contrary, he sometimes pretended not to know the correct answer, thus avoiding embarrassing the interlocutor. The evening ended with Ernesto frustrated and isolated, while Fioravante was surrounded by new friends and pleasant conversations. Fioravante knew well, as Schopenhauer said, that it is a real fortune to be considered stupid, or better, to appear so. This allows one to avoid hostility and to gain the affection of others. Fioravante had carefully read The Wisdom of Life, where the philosopher writes that due to a weakness of human nature, people tend to give too much importance to the opinion of others. This thought had led Fioravante to understand that the compulsive desire to protect one's reputation often pushes people to behave in an arrogant way, as Ernesto did. Schopenhauer himself, at the age of 19, had received a letter from his mother warning him. His positive qualities were being obscured by his desire to know everything better than others. This warning had deeply affected the young philosopher, and Fioravante had decided not to make the same mistake. Another time, the two young men were invited to a birthday party. As usual, Ernesto tried to attract attention with complicated stories, hoping to impress everyone with his intelligence. However, the result was that many people began to avoid him, finding him arrogant and annoying. Fioravante, on the other hand, participated in conversations with simplicity and humor, asking questions and showing genuine interest, even when he already knew the answers. This attitude earned him sympathy and respect, while Ernesto could not understand why, despite his obvious intellectual superiority, people preferred Fioravante's company. Fioravante explained to Ernesto the paradox of superiority according to Schopenhauer. Showing off one's intellectual superiority does nothing but arouse envy and hostility. Schopenhauer believed that intelligence should be used with caution, since a more modest attitude allows one to avoid conflicts and build more solid and authentic relationships. Ernesto began to reflect on these words and, over time, changed his attitude, adopting Fioravante's approach. In a subsequent meeting, he decided to listen carefully to others and humbly offer his contributions. For the first time, he received sincere compliments and understood the true value of Schopenhauer's wisdom. It is not just a matter of being intelligent, but of knowing when and how to demonstrate it. The story of Ernesto and Fioravante teaches us that sometimes the smartest strategy is to not show everything you know. If you like this story, don't forget to activate notifications to stay updated on future content. Also, please share with anyone you think might benefit. See you next time on Holistic Strategy.